Let's talk about psychopomps. That is, entities, creatures, spirits, possibly angels, demons, or demigods, whose responsibility is to escort the souls of the newly deceased to the afterlife, and the anthropological need for their guidance.
Psychopomps are just that, guides, not judges or executioners of said judgments. Their purpose is one of transportation only, essentially the taxi drivers of the afterlife, which leads me to my first and probably best known example. Charon, the Greek ferryman of the underworld. He transports deceased souls across the underworld's rivers to the realm of Hades. Charon is usually depicted as an elderly, somber figure, sometimes hooded and cloaked to embody the unknown nature of death. Unusual among psychopomps, Charon required payment of a coin or else your soul would be left to wander the shores. Nothing in life or death is free, apparently. The Egyptian jackal-headed Anubis was the god of mummification and an afterlife figure for protection and vigilance. He would guide souls to the Hall of Two Truths, where the soul's heart would be weighed and judged. The choosers of the slain, the Norse Valkyries, would decide who lived and died in battle. They then escorted the souls of the fallen warriors to Odin's hall in Valhalla, where they would battle, feast, slay each other, and wake to do it all over again the next day, preparing for Ragnarok, the battle at the end of the world. The Mexica's Xalot, the lesser-known brother of the great Quetzalcoatl, is often depicted as a mangy dog, given how canines in Mesoamerican culture have strong ties to death and the afterlife. It is believed that they guide the souls of the departed through the underworld. He Bai Wuchong, or the Black and White Impermanents, are a pair of deities in Chinese folklore who serve as envoys of the underworld, and a bit of play on the Taoist yin-yang symbolism. One guides souls from the deaths of natural causes and the other from accidents. But again, their primary role is as an escort of the dead to the afterlife, almost like a concierge. Hinduism's Yama is typically depicted with a blue or green complexion, riding a buffalo and holding a mace or a noose. Though a psychopomp, Yama's primary responsibility is to weigh the virtues and sins of the soul and determine its fate in the afterlife.
That last bit of judgment makes his psychopomp status a bit questionable in my opinion. And my thoughts are that I don't like my taxi driver deciding what I do once he gets me there. And history is full of many such beings and myths that tap dance that semantic psychopomp line, like, well, the Grim Reaper, or Japanese Shinigami. And then there are others that are just death omens, like banshees, or the Amazonian shape-shifting Chulachaki, and many, many more. It could even be your own personal guardian angel if that's your flavor of faith, which makes it ultimately about human loneliness, because even the most independent among us wants somebody to guide us at times, especially those all-important moments where we are stumbling in the dark, both literally and metaphorically.